Hey folks, it's Rob, and this is a little different. This is some RimWorld news. Just announced, Steam released this summer with scenario system, as you can see here. I'm just going to go through the announcement with you. I'm planning on releasing RimWorld into Steam Early Access this summer. Steam release will also be a release of Alpha 14, which will be very content rich and have at least one major new system. Check out the Steam page here. Okay, so here's the Steam page, as you can see. Early access game. Actually not in green light anymore. This is cool. Hey, you can buy your stuff as you would for directly through Steam. Available July 2016. Hey, how's that? Okay, so back to the announcement. Non-Steam players will also get the same updates at the same time through the current Send Owl distribution system, which is how I get my updates currently. You get an email from the Send Owl with a download link, and then you grab your copy. Regarding giving out keys, I'm afraid I can't promise this because of Valve's policy. The old answer from the FAQ still applies. So, he had to stop promising Steam keys with sales through his website last year, I think. And basically, there's no guarantee if you buy the game right now from his website that you will get a Steam key, because this is a requirement for Steam's listing policy. So if you're thinking about buying it right now, you might want to wait till July when you can get the Steam key, if that's something that's really important to you. But even if you don't, and you get the regular copy of the game, and you don't ever get a Steam key, that's okay. You're still able to get the game directly from him directly at Ludeon Studios. Now, carrying on, the current tentative release month is July, although this could be delayed if something unforeseen happens. I considered pushing it sooner, but I want to have time to make Alpha 14 really juicy for you and to pump up a bit of the hype. June is also a bit crowded, which is understandable. Well, just off the top of my head, Fallout, not Fallout. Hearts of Iron 4 is coming out June 6th. And I'm looking forward to actually picking it up myself. And I remember him noticing that Stellaris had come out because suddenly his activity crashed. And I'm like, fair enough. Plenty of strategy simulation players probably interested in Stellaris, as interested in RimWorld, as interested in possibly Hearts of Iron 4. I personally play Stellaris. I don't know if it's good video material. There's a lot of downtime, and I don't know. It's not. I could be wrong. You might be very interested. Let me know. Same goes for the Hearts of Iron 4. Right. So, for Alpha 14, we've been working intensely on 2 tracks. First is just refining everything that was there. We've consumed a massive amount of feedback and applied it to the game, so there have been hundreds of balance changes, interface tweaks, system adjustments, and bug fixes to solve the issues that are coming up. The big feature is the scenario system. The classic RimWorld experience is to survive with 3 crash-landed passengers, but the game isn't limited to this anymore. Now you can customize, trade, and randomize different scenarios. In each one, the starting conditions, items, characters, research, and persistent game rules are different. So this will be different from the Prepare Carefully mod, which I believe I have shown at least once. Which allowed you to customize your starting colonists and the starting equipment. But that was it. This will be a more powerful version of that, and built directly into the game. So let's see what he has to say about it. For example, we have a scenario where you play as a lone rich guy out seeking adventure, trying to build a colony on his own. He starts with a lot of wealth and research, but is alone. Another scenario has you playing 6 lost tribes people trying to build a new home. As a tribe, they start with less tech, though they do have some tech that space people lack, and get research penalties when researching high-tech projects. However, they have advantages in numbers. I wonder if I can get this, yeah, we can open this in a new tab, can't we? Oh, it's only 300, but really? Don't have a big version of this? Well, you can go and check it out yourself, but it's only 300 by 200, basically, this little image. Scenarios can be randomized and manually edited. A random scenario might have a permanent toxic fallout, but start you with a pile of golden spears and 10 pet bears, but not allow you to tame animals. You can edit that any way you like, which I certainly would. Write your own summary, description, and game start dialogue. Here's a list of editable scenario parts as they are now. We'll likely add more. Permanent version of all map conditions, eclipse, solar flare, etc. So if you want it to be constantly in darkness, you can have a constant eclipse. You can have a constant solar flare, so you have no option for electricity. Planet killer, world is destroyed on such and such date. So, I mean, your world is like you crash land, but you have to get off. You have to build that spaceship and get out by now or you're dead. Climate cycle, which makes the world get warmer and cooler over a period of years. So winter is coming. This isn't just seasonal. This is the climate itself is warmer and cooler. It's much more like Game of Thrones, where winter comes and it's a very severe winter, and then you have a long summer. Disable building a given type of building. I'm guessing he means, instead of building, he means like objects, like the crafting tables. I don't know. Pawns start with health condition X, so you can start with health conditions. Start with X items. Map is scattered with X items. Configure arrival method. You can have pods or standing. So you don't have to just be falling from the sky. For the example, imagine the tribals. They're standing in the field. Starting pawns are all between ages X and Y. Pawns explode on death. Configurable type and radius. They just explode because they can't even. All pawns from source game start all have trait X. Okay. Starting animals, disallow mining, disallow hunting, disallow taming, disallow growing, disable incident. So you can knock out, let's say you had enough of that toxic fallout incident happening. You can just say, no, we're not having that. Multiplier for any stat on the game, move speed, mining speed, etc. Disallow building X. Scenarios are integrated with Steam Workshop, as are mods. Both can be easily updated from within the game, and you can subscribe or unsubscribe in the Workshop interface while playing. The mod and scenario lists will update in real time in-game. We're still adding and fixing more stuff. Let's get the hype train started. Well, guess what? This is part of the hype train. So, woo-woo, as it were. Yeah, this is cool. And, of course, it means the next update is July, so that's still like 2 months off. Although it is May 25th. So, I mean, July is a wide month. Who knows? It might be early July. It might be late July. Yeah, this sounds really cool. And I'm looking forward to it. And it's great that we actually now have an early access page. This is fantastic. And, yeah, looking forward to it. Hope you are too. Remember, if you want to check out any of the Alpha 13 gameplay, I'm still ongoing with my series at the point of recording here. Right, I had just finished wrapping up the video. It was encoding. I was nearly 1 minute away from uploading. And then Tynan went and put out, well, I noticed that he put out, because you can see it's 42 minutes ago, a larger version of the screenshot I couldn't get. So let's have a look over. So we have here, choose scenario. Crash Landed, 3 Crash Landed Survivors, classic RimWorld experience. Rich Explorer, that's the one you described. Lost Tribe, you described that. Gray Practice, so I guess that's the other one he was describing. Your faction will be a colony. Start with 3 people. Your people will be between 43 and 55 years old. Arrive in drop pods. Non-player characters have a 50% chance to start with trait Nudist. Okay. Player starting characters have a 28% chance to start with Toxic Buildup. Start with an Alpaca. Planet Killer, an interstellar planet killer weapon is approaching the planet. When it hits, it will destroy all life. Permanent map condition, toxic fallout, a plume of toxic dust from some distant source is slowly settling over this entire region of the planet. Anyone under a roof will be slowly poisoned. And you start with power armor, Labrador retriever meat, 548, a thrombo horn, chicken meat, 94, ostrich leather, 401, and uranium knife, 86 of them. Why not? You have a great day, folks. Goodbye.